Hi, welcome to Inside the Moms Club, where being a mom is the coolest place to be. Here in the Moms Club, we believe that what embarrasses you now will make a great story later. And let's face it, you don't laugh sometimes, you're gonna cry. Join us in having a good laugh together. I'm Monica Samuels. You are now inside the Moms Club, your private destination for all things mom. Hi, moms! Welcome to Inside the Moms Club. I'm your host, Monica Samuels, and I'm here with my co-host, Julie Orchid. Hey, Julie.
How are you?
I am great. I have been so busy, I can't even tell you. I'm doing some cool, fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you about this thing I'm doing. I'm very excited about it.
Okay,
So,
I think I know what you're going to say. I'm excited.
I am at my church, which is a very cool church. They are having classes. Now, wait a minute. Listen to the classes.
Sorry.
So I had a choice between taking podcasting, which I felt like I don't really need that right now. I'm not sure. But there was a whole crowd that went with that group. So there was like 75 people that took podcasting. Or outdoor grilling, which, you know, even God can't help me cook better. So that was not even that wasn't even a possibility. But so I decided to take was Introduction to Stand-Up Comedy.
Yes, Monica.
So I am taking Intro to Stand-Up Comedy, and our first class, the first exercise was they had you stand on the stage and hold the microphone, and all your classmates, all 8 of them, use little note cards, and they wrote their impressions of you with you just standing there, not saying anything.
I think that's incredibly difficult. 2 minutes of just standing while people stare at you.
Yes. And well, not only that, but remember, they made a big point, you know, hey, this is church, so let's be nice. So I can't even imagine in a real stand-up comedy class what I would have gotten. Right. But I brought my cards because I want to share with you some of the things people thought about me.
Just you got roasted. I feel like you might have got roasted a little bit.
Well, no, I know. Like, I don't know how I should take this. Okay. So for example,
I'm
one
listening.
of the comments was, walks around the track at the middle school every day with the same people. Now, is that a stereotype of...
I don't know. That one actually makes me laugh because I can actually see that happening to a lot of us.
Well, I know. Well, that is a true thing.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's a true thing.
I did not walk around the track. I walked around the lake. So that's like a little more ambitious.
Yes. One of our Zoomer moms walks a lot. She can relate.
Now, this is counter to all of that. So this is what the next person said. Not athletic. Not into sports. Okay. Ladies, if you're just standing there, not talking, and then people look at you and they say, oh, not athletic. What does that mean? Like,
what was he saying?
Does that mean you're
she
overweight, maybe? Does that mean you're...
I don't know. I think it's kind of below the belt for just standing on stage. Below the belt.
That was kind of a low one I had to point out later after they asked us which ones we disagreed with. And on that one I said, hey, I play mean pickleball. I want to tell you something. I have a
secret weapon.
I'm pretty athletic, I think.
That's right.
You know,
you've played one time and you have a new paddle you bought.
And I'm into sports.
This is true. I've been to sports events with you.
I was the team mom of my son's baseball team. And, you know, having been a retired attorney, I had to go all in. So I did their uniforms. I mean,
He's saying you're not athletic, Monica.
I once even got some trophies taken away from a team that had been cheating and got even to our team because then later on they said, oh, that's the team that has the attorney. But anyway, I am, you know, I'm into sports. I love sports.
So I have a question. Could you handle these comments? I mean, I think this is kind of what an improv class could be.
I was, yes.
Okay.
I didn't, I was very fun, you know. Okay, fine. So that was.
And what was the other one?
Well, another one was has no pets, which that's not true. Now, I just realized today I actually have inadvertently adopted my son's dog. So now I have 3 dogs, so that's not true. Then someone else wrote, do you like pasta or cooking? Okay, so I can answer it this way. I love pasta. And I hate cooking. And I'm bad at it anyway. So that was the answer to that.
You and I both burn stuff.
Then this other person wrote, has 3 kids that have annoyed her that she has to start a podcast. I have 2 kids, but that's not the reason.
Well, you have a husband that you have to manage. So I consider that 3 kids.
He's my 3rd kid?
He's your 3rd child. Yeah.
And the last one is set in her ways.
I would agree.
What?
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
No, wait,
did I say that out loud?
You know me, but what is people that are just standing there? How do you know they're set in their ways?
It might have been the way that you were standing.
Okay.
I mean, your body language, you know.
Is that what it was? And
a lot of times people will say to me, Julie, you had a lot to say in that meeting. And I said, I didn't say anything. You didn't have to. Well, because
no, that's true.
They can
with your eyes. That's true. So now if you were standing up there, all the eye roll, I get that.
Yeah.
But why do you think I'm set in my ways? Well, I mean, I'm not offended or anything.
Of course not. No, you're not set in your ways in a bad way. You just have a certain way that you like to do things, and you're a little bit of a rule follower, and sometimes,
Well.
So, anyway.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to shake it up a little bit.
I believe in following the law. That's
okay. All right.
I'm set in the ways of the law.
All right.
Whatever the social norms. Okay. Well, but that was the impression everyone had of me. Mm-hmm. And so I think improv class. I mean, this
improv
stand-up
thing,
comedy class.
I think it's great. I think it's good for you.
Well, we have a guest today who, of the many things she's done, she did an improv class, and she believes in doing a lot of different things.
Yes.
To further.
I think that's an understatement.
So that's amazing.
Adventurous. It's wild.
Things. So let me tell you something about her. She's a primetime Emmy-nominated director and showrunner. She's known for her work on Oprah's Masterclass and NBC's Making It. She's worked with some of the biggest stars on major shows for Netflix, ESPN, MTV, VH1, Apple, and Investigation Discovery. Her latest project, and it's a very big project. You're probably seeing it everywhere right now. And it was premiered at Sundance, and she was also at South by Southwest in our own
Austin,
Texas. In Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Is still a Michael J. Fox movie, which is going to premiere on Apple Plus on May 12th, and it is going to be amazing. And we have a clip.
The story of me. Take 2.
3, 2. Here we go. Ready and action.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
What did it mean to be still?
I wouldn't know. I was never still.
I'm so excited.
I'm definitely going to be watching. Welcome, Annetta Marion. Welcome to the Moms Club. We're so thrilled to have you.
Oh my goodness, Monica and Julie, thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here and talk a little bit about the Michael Fox movie and also improv and comedy, and what a terrifying thing to have to be standing there and have people tell you what they think of you. Of all the improv that I've done, I never had to do that.
They haven't made you
hats
do
off
that.
to you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, and I'm going to miss 2 classes, unfortunately, because I'm out of town, and then I have to do a set when I get back. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say to those people who judge me like that. Well, so tell us about the Michael J. Fox movie. I've seen the trailers. I've seen some of the interviews. I mean, I'm just so excited to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's, I'm clearly very biased, but I think it's an excellent movie, whether you're a Michael J. Fox fan or you're new to who he is and that sort of thing. Feature film, a hybrid scripted and documentary film that's going to be released theatrically as well as on Apple Plus on May 12th. Mm-hmm. We premiered at Sundance to standing ovations, which was amazing. Went off to South by Southwest, where we won a Hope Filmmaker Award.
Nice.
Just got back this morning or this afternoon or an hour ago from screening in Boston and at Hot Dogs in Toronto. So it's been a whirlwind. And we actually have a screening tonight in New York, tomorrow in New York, and the day after that in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
This is sort of the crazy tail end of the festival tour, and it's been amazing. It's just such a rewarding thing to see the movie in front of an audience. It just,
So Annetta, I have a question for you about that, because this is a little bit near and dear to my heart, because I want to know how you felt when you were tapped to be like the person to be the producer of this show, because here you have a very young person who's been diagnosed with an incurable disease, and they have to learn how to manage it. And I want to know like how you felt about that and how you feel about his optimism. I too am diagnosed with an incurable disease that affects my daily life, but learn how to manage it. It's all good. I have MS, and it's really important. And, Inside the Moms Club is a sponsor of the MS Gala here in LA. And it's just really, I love what you said at South by Southwest when they asked you about what is this documentary about? It's not sad. It's not, it's his spirit and how he, has this optimism that really, really he is going to tell people about and how to really put things in perspective. And really to give you a really good example and, to mention this, I was in New York City with both of my daughters and I'm not with them all the time. And I happened to trip and I fell on Fifth Avenue. Now, listen, your pride gets, so when that actually has happened to him, he is hilarious about it and you have to roll with it. And so that's why I want to know, like, how did you feel when you were tapped for this?
Oh my goodness. I was, well, first of all, still a Michael J. Fox movie is, just like you said, Julie, it's a celebration of his life,
Yeah.
his journey from being like, little short kid in Burnaby, Canada,
Yeah.
to one of the, the biggest TV movie star in the 80s. And, his subsequent diagnosis as a early, onset patient. But it's really just a celebration of him and his spirit, which is so positive and so making the most out of whatever cards were dealt to him. And, so it's not a sad movie. It's not a Parkinson's movie. It's really a movie, a celebration of Michael. And of course, his diagnosis is one step in his path, but it's one of many steps. And you'll see that in the film. So I was, so that's the movie. And, so excited. It's going to be out soon and you don't have to be at a festival and you can actually see it on Apple and, at your local movie theater if you're, near one of the, I think 28 theaters we're going to be in.
Yeah.
So I was thrilled to be approached to produce the movie. I actually hadn't produced a movie for like 10 years because I came up as a producer. I'm a very experienced producer and that sort of thing. Although I had been really directing is more of my work for the past, 10 years or so, since like 2011. But when I heard about the Michael Fox movie and was, pitched the project, thrilled. I mean, I couldn't say no.
Right.
I mean, it's
something
Michael.
You didn't have to think twice about.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Michael Fox. It's his belovedness. It's he's so funny. He's been like the boy next door. He's down to earth. And, obviously, the complications of his situation too, just show what heart he has. So anyway, it was very easy
to say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What I love about it too is watching the interviews and what I expect in the film, just the family aspect as being the Moms Club. I mean, it's his wife has been so supportive. The fact they've been together for 30 years. I mean, it's really a celebration of family and how family can work together and come together. And I think that's really inspirational to a lot of people. Well, you have some other projects.
Yes.
One that really intrigues me is a show you're doing because it's Park Slope Moms, which you have in development. Mm-hmm. And as some people know who follow the Moms Club, I'm an attorney who actually wrote a book about leaving work to stay home with your kids and how you manage that and then have the opportunity to go back to work someday. So that subject is very much on my mind. How did you develop this? What led you to Park Slope Moms, which I will definitely be following because it's near and dear to my heart.
Oh my goodness.
It's like your life.
I love this project so much. So Park Slope Moms is the brainchild of the EP and star Alexander Picard. And, basically it came out of her experience as a Park Slope mom and the experiences of her friends and, living there. And I don't know, hopefully there's some New Yorkers here who know the neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
Park Slope is
we're familiar with it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, everyone knows.
Yeah.
I love Park Slope. It's a little bit of a special place with the food co-ops and the knitting classes while learning French and all different kinds of things. Lots of opportunities there to learn and kind of broaden your horizons. And the way that Alexandra had conceived of the show that I completely, sparked at when we decided to work together on it is it's about the moms, like full stop.
Yeah.
You hear about the spouses. You might even hear them off screen, but you never see them.
Huh.
You might hear the kids off screen fighting or yelling or singing or whatever, but you never see them.
Right.
Like we only see the moms. They're clearly not divorced from their surroundings or anything like that, but we thought it was really important to really, focus on the women and the moms and since
really hone in on that.
They're our star.
That's also the Moms Club. That's kind of how this was conceived. I mean, moms get together as they actually meet through their kids, and they become close friends. And actually, it's my group of mom friends. We travel together now. We support each other through things, and we're very much about making our children, the best because of course we were. But
I have a quick question for you. You've done so many things. You were a producer of Oprah's Masterclass. You were also a showrunner, which I'm a nurse, so I'm not familiar with that. But I would love to know what's harder: directing, producing, showrunner. I mean, where do we even begin with you? This could go on, but I would love to hear what you think is, what's hard.
Jumping from airplanes.
Literally, like you're scuba diving. I mean, I could go on, but, really in the world of, having this long run, doing this masterclass, or doing other directing.
Well, I have to say, I didn't really have I didn't really know what my passion was until I was in my late 20s. I was always just trying to survive and always just getting to the next thing. But it was more of a survival thing than a passion. And then I accidentally made my first film when I was in my late 20s and, completely fell in love with telling stories. That's
a long way from engineering, Annetta.
I know. I know. And so does my family, my parents who continue to introduce me as Annetta the engineer.
Right.
Until a movie I produced for ESPN on Bo Jackson. That's when they finally figured out what I did, but 20 years later.
Yeah.
Or 15 years later, whatever. But yeah, no, I it's all terribly hard, but in the most delicious way possible. It's the reason I'm here on Earth.
Yeah.
So
it makes you thrive.
I think whatever obstacle comes up, and there's always something. It's just my joy. It's the reason I wake up in the morning, and so as difficult as things can be, it's also the most fun and pleasurable and rewarding. I'm still just as excited now as I was, 20 years ago when I started. When I see my name on it,
that is.
I'm still
that's what you want. Cool. That's what you want. The passion.
Absolutely. I'm jealous. I would love to have that.
She thrives. New York, LA, but you need stuff to do that. You need stuff to help you get there.
Well, you mentioned Oprah's Masterclass, which there were a lot of them. And you know what? We have a connection here because we have with us Delia McClendon. She's part of the amazing Farmhouse Fresh. Hi, Delia. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Delia. So
happy to be here.
The connection here is you all, and it's a great story how Shannon, who started the company, made some
she had a foot cream,
a foot scrub that she just decided she mixed it up at her house or whatever, and she decided, you know what, I think I'm going to ask Oprah if she'd like it, and Oprah loved it, and it became one of Oprah's favorite things, and they've been on the O list, 3 times?
3 times now, yes, and that very first product was really what, kind of kickstarted it, so we have such a just fond place in our heart. So knowing that you have that connection to her, the masterclass is amazing.
Yeah. So this is like an ode to Oprah.
There you go.
I mean,
yes.
today. And we have you have some great products. Now, everything I have tried at Farmhouse Fresh, I absolutely loved, and all my friends have loved it. But you have some new products, and we have 2 new products, and one product that's so amazing that we'll get to it, but actually, I have the jar here. It's half used.
We've used it.
But let's start with Make It Melt, which is to take your makeup off.
Yes,
Can you
there it is.
describe a little bit about Make It Melt? I've used it and loved it, and I've gotten rid of all my other products that I've been using.
So Make It Melt Cleansing Balm has become an instant top seller for Farmhouse Fresh, and I know it's a favorite of several of you. Oh, it just smells amazing, and this is a solid balm that you apply to your face. It can be any type of skin type can use this, especially great for aging or dry, dehydrated skin, and it's just chock full of all sorts of great ingredients. So Farmhouse Fresh grown lemon balm extract, sea berry fruit, sunflower seed oil, vitamin C, just all sorts of great things. And it takes off dirt, sunscreen, makeup, even waterproof mascara. So I know that Monica especially has tried many different things. We talked about this last week, and then this is tops out of all of them. But we just launched this not too long ago, and it has become an instant top seller. Everybody loves it, especially women on the go, busy women, moms, anything that you can do to make your skincare regime a little easier and make you feel pampered too. So, and the great part about this and all Farmhouse Fresh products is that every product sold is going to benefit a rescue animal. We say that we rescue complexions and we rescue animals in need. So if you turn over your product, your Farmhouse Fresh product, there's a batch code and you can type in the code, go at our website, farmhousefreshgoods.com, and you can see the animal that you helped to save.
Absolutely love it. And then another product that's new is the Sunshine Silk Shimmering Silk Oil. Tell us a little bit about that. I'm actually wearing some of it today. So I hope I'm shimmering.
Yes, you're shimmering.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So our Sunshine Silk Shimmer Air Oil, that's a tongue twister, isn't it? Is an incredible new product that has instantly become a top seller for Farmhouse Fresh. This is an all-over body oil, and it gives just this beautiful rose gold glow to the skin. Nothing, too intense. Nothing too dramatic. It's not going to be, like glittery, but it's just going to give this really beautiful glow. A fun story. We work with a celebrity makeup artist. His name is Brett Friedman, and he is our Farmhouse Fresh Glambassador. And he was recently on a shoot with Catherine Zeta-Jones, who is just gorgeous as it is, but she had she had a dress on, so lots of skin showing and collarbone, and he used the Sunshine Silk Shimmer Air Oil on Catherine Zeta-Jones, and she first of all loved the scent. It's this juicy tangerine vanilla scent that is so yummy. She loved the scent, but then she said, "Oh my gosh, my skin looks amazing. I have to have this." And so he said, "Here, take it. You can take mine." And so she has been wearing it ever since.
I mean, what we know about Farmhouse Fresh, though, is when you use it, the smell is incredible.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Yes.
Well, they're all amazing products, and we have really exciting news that Farmhouse Fresh is offering a special discount for what we're calling Mother's Month. There is, of course, Mother's Day, and celebrate that big.
Well, I think May tries to kill moms, so we need help.
Well, kind of every month, but May is
especially.
So for Mother's Month, for the month of May, you can get a special discount if you type in Mom's Club at checkout at farmhousefreshgoods.com. You will get $10 off every purchase over $50. And so it's amazing. You do not want to miss that. So that is so exciting. I can't even tell you. I'm going to get right to it, and as you know, I'll probably buy 3 or 4 rounds of it even today. So thank you, Delia, and And
Thank
Annetta
you.
and Delia, we're excited to tell you that we have some Zoomer moms who are coming in who have
Yes.
some questions for you. So come on in, Zoomer moms. Hi, ladies. Well, we have Annetta here with us and Delia. And if you have questions for them, why don't you introduce yourself and then ask your question. Leslie, do you have a question for Annetta and or Delia? Or both?
Oh my gosh, I get to choose? That's really tough. I didn't know.
Choose wisely, Leslie. Choose wisely.
Well, I mean, poor Delia. I mean, Delia is dealing with me. It's like, what's the project? What is the product for the laziest woman alive? Because like I just don't put anything out on there. So that would be my question for you. And then Annetta, like, I just am fascinated by your story and just, like, I'm so excited to see another project from you. Kind of what do you think your next passion is in terms of, like, is there something you're trying to pursue to produce? Because obviously the Michael J. Fox story is something anybody our age has followed and kind of been sad about. And, and then you're kind of doing this mom thing, which obviously is kind of all in our wheelhouse here. But like, what kind of inspires you? Has all this inspired you to kind of pursue yet another type of story along the same lines, or go a totally different direction? So I actually had two questions, one for each. Hopefully I can get away with that.
Well, let's start with Annetta, since you just asked the question, and then Delia can follow. So Annetta.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Delia, I cannot wait to get my swag bag full of all your products to try. Anyway,
You're gonna
can't wait
love
for
them.
that. So thank you. And Leslie, it's so nice to meet you. Let's see. I love making documentaries and pursuing a couple of other projects that have not quite landed yet. But on top of that as well, I really, really, really love directing scripted work. And my path is taking me down the road toward directing scripted television. I recently was a part of the DGA's episodic television mentorship program, and so scripted is where my heart is a lot of the times. And I just directed. I'm in post on I think it's my 14th film, and this is my first one. It's my second horror movie. My first one with one actor. That's it. And the first one with a script that had no scripted dialogue. So that's what I'm really excited about.
I mean, talk about a
doing
challenge.
right now.
Yeah.
I always try and make, whatever movie I'm doing next, I always try and do something different. It's fun. It, helps showcase what I'm capable of. And it's also just, it's just wonderful, wonderful stuff.
So many more things from you. Yeah.
Well, and
lots more.
Delia, what can
can you help Leslie?
We
We lost Delia. Leslie, I'll help you.
Oh, well, I figured since this was when I said I could be on the show today, I was like, okay, like I've got a lot to do because we're having a graduation party. So I've literally been working in the yard.
You're being a mom.
Yeah,
You're being a
that's
mom.
So I was like, I can come, but I'm going to be hat on. So I figured it was a perfect for Delia to be like, okay, this.
Well, here's Delia.
Here she is. She's back.
Delia is back. So Delia, can you
I'm
help?
super lazy.
Can you help? Can you help a mom in Leslie's situation?
Can you motivate Leslie?
And I know you can.
I know you can motivate me.
I know you
can.
can.
You help me?
Okay, great question of what is one product that a busy mom or the laziest person alive should use from Farmhouse Fresh. Now, I just want to say, you're not lazy. We're all just so busy. We're going in a million different directions. And probably the most important thing that you can be doing in your skincare regime to make your skin look younger, to make your skin look healthier, is to exfoliate. So that is the absolute most important thing that you can be doing if you're going to pick one thing. Now, you should always be cleansing your face. That's important too. But our Timescape Micro Amazing polish, this is like
a microfoliant is what we call it. And it's going to help to take off all that dead, dry skin that gets built up from makeup, from just the environment, from life in general. And as we get older, our skin cell turnover starts to slow down. So it is so important. Exfoliating is the most important thing to do. If you're going to do anything at all, because no other products matter. If you're not getting rid of those dead, dry skin cells, it doesn't matter what you put on top of your skin. So our Timescape Micro Amazing Polish is awesome if you need to just give your skin a reboot. So this is something we like to tell people when you're first starting to use this. You're going to cleanse your face, keep it in the shower, keep this jar in the shower. You're going to cleanse your face, and then you're going to take a small amount, like a dime size amount, and put it all over your face. Rub it all over your face for 90 seconds, and you're going to do that for 12 days straight. So you're going to get that really, it's a really fine exfoliant, but you're going to get all those dead skin cells off, and you're going to notice a huge improvement in your skin. So that's the one thing you have to do. Exfoliate with Timescape Micro Amazing Facial Polish from Farmhouse Fresh.
I love it. It's amazing. I'm glad you brought that product up. I absolutely love that product.
And I've stolen that product from Monica.
I had to hide it. I couldn't bring it on this trip because I don't trust her. Because look what happened to my
look
moon
what happened
dip.
to when I got a hold of the moon dip. Yeah.
Caitlin, welcome to the Moms Club. Tell the ladies a little about yourself and then ask your question.
Yes. So my name's Caitlin. I live in Salt Lake City, and I have two little ones, so a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Things are kind of crazy at my house. I have a question for both of you. I will start with you, Annetta, since Delia, you just went. Annetta, so you mentioned when you were in your 30s, you felt like you weren't really sure what your passion was. I'd love to hear how you found this passion for film and TV, especially where it seems like such a departure from what you were doing before. I currently work in project management, and I enjoy it, but I feel like there's got to be something else out there I'm more passionate about. So I'd love to hear how you discovered that for yourself.
Great. So I wanted to go, long story short, I had expected to go to art school for college. And then when I was in high school, like senior in high school, kind of looking around at where I grew up, and I thought maybe I shouldn't go to art school. I should actually go to school to make money quicker and more confidently. So I went to my guidance counselor, and she basically looked at my classes, said, you're good in math, you're good in physics, you're good in the computer class. You should be a computer engineer. And I was like, okay. So that's what I went to school for. I mean, it was just like that simple.
Yeah.
And I certainly liked it and all of that. I mean, engineering is very creative and problem solving and all the, very similar to what I do now. But it was, and then I graduated, I was working my job, but really at that point, my engineering job was just like kind of a means to an end. It was like, it was a job, it was money, it wasn't my passion. My life was very much around everything that was going on around my professional life, like in the evenings and weekends and that sort of thing. And was in a position to, when I was volunteering and doing all kinds of volunteer work, and got into a position of having to write a grant, which I'd never written a grant before. And it was for something that wasn't very exciting to me. And my partner and I, my friend and I, who were writing the grant together, we looked at each other and we were just like, oh my God, if we have to write a grant again, it should be for something else, something better. And we were big movie fans, like indie movie fans. And we looked at each other, what would that better thing be? Let's make a movie. And we didn't even know the difference between film and video. We knew nothing. We went back to our next meeting and said, hey, so we're going to make a movie. Does someone want to make a movie with us? And there was a third woman there at the steering committee who had a video camera. And we went off and we made a movie. We made a little short film, and literally I fell in love hard for it, and finished that film. was premiered at an art gallery in Cleveland, Ohio in January of that year. And I had quit my job by April 15th to start all over again because
you make it sound so simple. That's just such a cool story. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was young. I was in my 20s. Yeah. When I decided to quit my job, everyone I was working with was like, why are you quitting your job? I'm like, well, I can.
Yeah.
You know, no husband, no kids, didn't have a mortgage. I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. Excuse me. And I ran through that door the minute it opened a crack for me because it had never opened before.
Well, you've had a really good saying that, you know, someone lobbed you a softball and you don't miss the opportunity to knock it out of the park. When I read that, I was like, everybody needs to hear that advice. So very, very cool.
That is great.
Yeah.
So, Caitlin, and you had a question for Delia, and I know you're a big Farmhouse Fresh fan, so let's hear your question.
Yes, I am. I actually went to a spa recently in my area that has all Farmhouse Fresh products that they use, and that's where I was introduced, and I was instantly just obsessed. The smells are amazing. The honey heel glaze was so good. So I would just love to hear if you were to recommend 3 products for spring and summer, what would you recommend?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my emphasis on exfoliation. It is so important now that we're going to be showing more skin with the summer to do a full body exfoliation. So you can use, we have a lot of great body scrubs. So we have sugar scrubs, we have salt scrubs. One of my favorite for the summer is the watermelon basil vodkatini. It smells amazing, smells good enough to drink, but this is a combo sugar salt scrub, and it's also really moisturizing. So this is going to take all that, those dead, dry skin cells, skin that has not seen the light of day for a while. It's going to take all of those dead skin cells off, and it's going to get your skin really prepared and fresh and get those new cells generating for summer when we are showing more skin than ever. Another great one, and I know we have some fans of this one as well, our Honey Heel Glaze. This is one of our products that was on Oprah's O list and has been a top seller for so many years. This is amazing for dry, cracked heels, and it's going to make it's like an instant pedicure. So if you have problems with ashy feet, you're gonna put the Honey Heel Glaze on. You're gonna exfoliate your feet, and then you're gonna put the Honey Heel Glaze on your all over your heels, your toes, and it's really gonna help with starting to get your feet looking like they can be out and wearing sandals and flip-flops. And this definitely, this is used by luxury spas all over the world. They'll use this in their spa treatments, and then they recommend that spa guests bring it home, so you can continue to keep your feet looking pedicure, like an instant pedicure, once your pedicure is not so fresh anymore. So this is definitely going to be an absolute must for summer. Honey Heel Glaze.
The heel glaze is an amazing summer product because everybody's wearing flip-flops, and I'm guilty. If I am in the airport and Annetta's shaking her head yes, and you look at people's heels and you're like, oh my gosh, they really need this product. Yes. I mean, we're guilty. If you have a sandal on, and Megan's laughing because we've known each other for 30 plus years, and she's like, Julie, that needs some attention, and this is the product to use for summer.
Well, and Megan, do you have any questions? Do you have your blog is Style Among Friends. Do you have a question for either of our guests?
I do have a question. So as a woman over 50, Delia, what would you say is your number one product that you recommend for skin that's starting to mature? The fine lines are, when I have my glasses on, I can see them. My skin is drier. What are your recommendations?
I'm going to have to go back to our amazing Make It Melt Cleansing Balm. This is great for any skin that is dry and dehydrated, but especially for aging skin. This has become an instant top seller for Farmhouse Fresh because are women who are experiencing kind of, getting those kind of fine, dry lines and, skin that's just feeling kind of a little bit dull and lackluster. This cleansing balm is just amazing and will bring new life to your skin. Some of our consumer reviews are saying, my skin is dull and dry and I'm, 50 or above, and I won't use anything else now that I've tried this. It's a miracle. So this is going to just bring hydration back to your skin. It's not going to strip your skin. You're going to apply it like a little bit, and you're going to massage it into the face, and then you're going to massage it all around. You can even put it right on your eyes to get your eye makeup off, and then you're going to add water, and it turns from an oil, it emulsifies it into a cleanser. So apply it all over the face, dry, then add water. And once you rinse it off, you're going to be amazed. Your skin is going to feel clean, but it's not going to feel stripped. It's going to feel dewy and healthy, and just really, really hydrated. So Make It Melt Cleansing Balm from Farmhouse Fresh is a great one for skin that is starting to show a little age, or if you just feel like it's starting to show a little age. Another great one, as we get older, our skin just starts to dull a little bit and we lose that youthful glow. And this is a favorite of everyone who uses it, the Pink Dusk Illuminating Serum. And this is the beautiful box that it comes in. But this one is a serum that is infused with peptides, and just a little goes a long way, and you put it on just like a normal serum. After you cleanse your face, you're going to put it on your face and you're going to just rub it in. You can even put a little bit right there. You can see just gives a really beautiful, subtle glow. And it's that type of glow that it's not like it's shimmery or sparkly. It's not going to be like you have glitter on your face. It's just going to look healthy. It's like a glow from within, and that's what we're all looking for. So this is a great one for aging skin, just to bring that new life back to it. So the Pink Dusk Illuminating Peptide Serum. And there are so many other great products for aging skin as well. So definitely, check out our website at farmhousefreshgoods.com. And you can also use the Moms Club promo code at our online checkout. And that's good for $10 off any $50 purchase at the checkout. So you will get the $10 off, and you'll get all sorts of amazing products to try. And you'll get free samples with your order as well.
Yeah,
all right, I've taken some notes so I can use my my Mom's Club discount.
Absolutely. Awesome. So thanks, Annetta, for being on the show. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Annetta LM. So that's ANNETTA LM. So that's Twitter, Instagram. And if you just Google my name, my website comes up. I'm public on Facebook and LinkedIn and all that good stuff.
You're everywhere.
I'm very easy to find.
Yeah,
I'm everywhere. I try to be everywhere.
Yes.
And everybody tune in on May 12th, Apple Plus TV. The film, still a Michael J. Fox.
A must.
Film. You're going to absolutely love it. And also check out when Park Slope Moms comes out. I know I will be definitely getting all my mom friends together to watch that. So thank you so much. And thanks to our sponsor, Farmhouse Fresh Skincare. And don't forget the May promotion, the Mother's Month promotion. You can get $10 off every $50 purchase if you just type in Mom's Club at checkout. Well, thanks again. Our time has passed. I can't even believe it. It always goes by so fast. But we'll be back again next time with celebrities and extraordinary moms just like you. We know your me time is precious and valuable. Thanks for spending it with us. And what's our motto? Our Mom's Club motto? If you don't laugh sometimes, Julie,
you're just going to cry.
You're
laugh every day.
So laugh, laugh, laugh. Enjoy your life and have a great time. And we'll see you next time on Inside the Mom's Club.